Memphis' starting group. Santi Aldama out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's John Conchar. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And for New York, we've got OG Anunoby. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Daje in at power forward. And how much do coaches adjust their plans when facing back-to-back games?
I think, BA, that really depends on your team and obviously the opponent you're playing against. Rotations can be modified if need be. You're looking at certain matchup situations. What's the type of team you're playing on the back end?
Morant, no good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Bridges, left side. Pass to Daje. Here's Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Bridges. Memphis with a rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. We talked about the game plan he has in place for Ja Morant. Coach was forthcoming, saying, it's no secret you need to turn him into a shooter. He gets a step at the rim. We already lost that battle. He can drain a few from outside, but we are willing to live with that. Appreciate the honest answer. Brian, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Daje, shot is off.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Clark with it. Towns covering. Knocked away. And stolen by Brunson. Let's go with a three. New York, again, can't hit.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The big man moves. Jackson Jr. with the nice conversion off the drive.
New York has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Brunson passes to Towns. Towns, a screen on Clark. Back to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Morant, the pass to Aldama. Now Conchar. Pass to Clark. Now here's Jackson. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Morant, no good. The Knicks have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Morant against Brunson. Shoots over Morant. And it's Brunson missing.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside doors.
Handful might be an understatement, PA. He is a nightmare. Free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
Pass to Daje. The three is up. Aldama grabs the board. Memphis leading by 5. Jackson, the pass to Aldama. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Here's Brunson. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And the foul on Santi Aldama. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now here's Brunson. He's scoreless. Softly drops in the floater.
You see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
That was a tremendous all-around game. Their intensity was there, and their production was right there along with it, too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Grizzlies lead by 5. Inside, here's Aldama. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Brunson. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Bridges. Five to shoot. Clark grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. 16 feet out, and there's Memphis with another bucket.
Yeah, stepping in from the arc, Morant comfortable from there.
Knicks trail by 9. Brunson taking his time here. Outside Anunoby. Towns a screen on Clark. Towns down low, working on Aldama, and the basket by Towns.
Tremendous focus right there from Karl Anthony Towns. Shrugs off some pretty good defense and converts.
Clark against Anunoby. Clark, the pass to Morant. Over Brunson. Towns with a rebound.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Here's Brunson. Towns gets the bucket. Towns has got 6 points.
Grizzlies lead 13-8.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Leading by 5. Conchar outside. There's the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby with it. Jackson in his pocket. Out to Bridges. 3-pointer. Connects from downtown.
We know Mikal Bridges is a legit threat from deep, and boy, does he love the corners.
Grizzlies lead 13.
Aldama outside. Pass to Jackson. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. 7 points for Jaren Jackson.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Anunoby finds Brunson. Towns on a screen. Down low. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
Well, just coming right off the pick and roll to finish beautifully. Towns looking so comfortable.
They set a pick. Here's Conchar. From outside, off the mark. New York trailing. Anunoby passes to Bridges. That one's good. This game is all even. Bridges has gotten his second bucket.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Conchar outside. Pass to Aldama. And here's Morant outside. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. The 3. Offensive board. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Sinks it from distance. And it's a 3-point Knick lead.
Yeah, Anunoby likes that corner angle. He's very comfortable from there.
And really the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
So Tuomas Isalo has decided to call time out here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. here for New York. Then for Memphis, Prosper comes in for Clark. And it's Pippen in for Conchar. Now Jackson coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City. Pick by Aldama. Here's Pippen. Nice form on the 20-footer. Here's McBride. To the paint. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
Grizzlies trail by 3. Pippen with it. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And this night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Memphis has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Here's Pippen. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Tries it from the top of the key. The Knicks with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, and what was really impressive was they stayed patient. The shot selection was excellent, and you see the result.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 3. Outside Morant. Pass to Pippen. Here's Prosper. Three-pointer, no good. New York with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. John Morant able to fly with the best. He said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that. So I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Guys, back to you.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside Morant. He shoots a 3. Hart pulls it in.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
A nice shot by McBride.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Knicks lead 26-19.
A minute and a half left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Pippen. Jackson for 3. The shot off that time.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Pass to McBride. 1:02 left in the first. Clock at 6. And it's New York scoring again.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Knicks lead 28-19.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Morant. He had 19 points in the win against Oklahoma City.
And let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
And so it's New York with it. 7-point differential. Pass to Toppin. Outside Robinson. Shot from the top of the key. McBride can't get it to go.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
They say it was last touched by Hart.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Prosper. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Launches it from deep. Unable to get that one. And so it's the New York Knicks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
We've got Mitchell Robinson. Landry Shamet is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Josh Hart. And it's Diawara in at the 4-man position. That's the group for New York starting the second.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pippen, pass to Jackson. Back to Pippen. Jackson with a screen on Brunson. From the arc. Jackson can't get it to go. Knicks leading by 10. Hart passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Now Wells, still without a bucket. Shoots from 12. Pippen, no good. Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives, Doris.
B.A., he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a menace on the defensive end, a massive presence at the rim.
Grizzlies trail by 14. Pass to Prosper. Jackson, the screen. Will it go? Pippen outside. 4 on the clock. Takes a 3. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Hart finds Robinson. Brunson with it. Back to Robinson. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside Brunson. Count that one. Brunson's got his second bucket on the night.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Grizzlies trail by 16. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Let's go, New York. Put your hands together for your Knicks. That's wrong. Hey, fans, we want to get loud. And we've got the perfect team to help. Your Knicks, 7 that's wrong.
for Shamet. Then for Memphis, Clark is checked in for Prosper. Conchar comes in for Wells. And it's Ja Morant in for Pippen. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Clark outside. Edey against Robinson. And another miss by Memphis.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Hart finds Brunson. Here's McBride. Fires for three. And Morant clears the board. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Clark with a screen on Brunson. Pass to Clark. Jackson outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, Doris, when you're talking about the type of player who comes off the bench, what kind of player do you like best in that six-man role?
I mean, for me personally, I love guys who can keep pressure on the defense with their scoring ability. Somebody who can shoot with range or put it on the deck, because then your offense doesn't take a step back.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Jackson nails both of them. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into two? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
And again, it's Memphis missing.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Well, when you're in transition, the pass should lead the break, and that's exactly what was done in easy two.
Jackson surveying the D. Edey up top. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. 6 to shoot. Here's Conchar. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
2 points. Tap to go. And the Knicks lead by 18.
They're really working the paint now.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Back to Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Morant's got 6 points.
Fearless play by Morant. Goes up against tough coverage and still manages the inside shot.
Towns outside. Launches it. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Get up and get ready for fun, man. It's your Knicks Breaker and Crew.
checking out some numbers for OG Anunoby. And so it's Memphis with it, trailing by 19. To the inside, Clark, the pass to Conchar. Picked by Aldama, 4-3. And Zach Edey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's New York. They're on an 18-6 run. Morant against Brunson. Here's Towns, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Now here's Clark. No points so far. Here's Morant. And that one good.
Well, Morant's ability to overcome inside coverage with agility is so impressive.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Outside Anunoby. High post Towns. Back to Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up. And it's New York scoring again. Here's Morant. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Edey. And here's Conchar. Knocks down the long J. Conchar's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Anunoby finds Bridges. Now Towns. Edey defends, and it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And now the assist leaders in the association. 5th on the list, Ja Morant.
He has a great eye for where to send the ball. And you know his teammates love playing with an unselfish guy like him.
McBride, he's checked in for Brunson. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Jackson, he's checked in for Edey. Here's Anunoby. 5 points in the game. Kept alive. Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Just excellent anticipation by Karl Anthony Towns. You got to know where that ball is going to come off there.
Grizzlies trail by 20. Morant surveying the floor. No good from outside.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Bridges passes to McBride. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Knicks lead 54-32.
Memphis has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. And here's Morant outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, defensively, you let Morant put up threes, you can't take everything away from him. And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
56-35.
Grizzlies trail by 21. Conchar outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Jackson, the pass to Conchar. Right side Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson outside. Off target from three-point range. New York leading by 21. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A three-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Morant, no good. New York has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Outside McBride. Towns is screen on Clark. Anunoby finds Towns. Clark grabs the board. Well, the Grizzlies shooting only 31% in the second quarter of this one. Left side, Morant. Shoots from the line. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Bridges.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Towns. Guarded by Aldama. McBride on the wing. Fires the 3. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Conchar. Jackson surveying the D. Back to Conchar. Clark with a screen on Anunoby. Conchar can't hit.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Outside McBride. Three-pointer. Conchar pulls it in. The Grizzlies shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Pass to Morant. Here's Clark. Anunoby covering. Jackson outside. To stop the drought. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby with it. And Clark picks him up defensively. Here's McBride. Here's Towns. Top of the key. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low. Aldama. And that one is stuffed right through.
So courageous. Taking it right to the defender.
Boy, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Towns. Guarded by Aldama. Here's McBride. Oh, did he get it off in time? He did! How about that?
Are you serious? That was incredible.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Karl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Karl.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the New York Knicks.
I obviously love watching them. Everyone enjoys good offense, right?
Yeah, played the right way. I can't think of a more beautiful game in all of sports. And now, you know it, you love it. Time to see what fans are saying on social media. We've got one here from NBA Champions 1995. Would you rather play in today's league or your own era? Kenny, you want to start us out?
Ooh, that's a tough, because I do get curious about how my game would translate in today's games. Guys taking so many threes. I was a good three-point shooter. But I still take my era. I can't argue with success.
Yeah, my era, I owned it. No better time for me to be in the game.
Owned it? Okay.
Yeah, well, that's good, because if you guys were playing now, who'd be sitting here at the desk with me?
It'll be Shaq Jr. and Kenny Jr.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Checking out the group for Tuomas Isalo to start the second half. Ja Morant is out there with John Conchar. Then there's Santi Aldama. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. Here's Aldama after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. Jackson with a screen on Towns. Kicks it out to Clark. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And here comes the break. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball.
You have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
The Grizzlies shooting just 37% so far in this one. Morant against Brunson. And out of bounds. The Knicks will take it.
Knicks ball.
And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. And then Friday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And for that game against the Heat, on paper, they should be expected to come away with a win. However, this might be one of those trap games if they aren't fully engaged.
Anunoby for 3. Conchar pulls it in.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. Jaren Jackson Jr. One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that.
So it's the Grizzlies now. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them. Aldama, good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Listen, this guy's a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes.
All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Dadier. Now Towns. Guarded by Aldama. Towns passes to Brunson. The second effort. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. New York shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
Aldama. Second personal foul. First team foul. Karl Anthony Towns. At the line. One shot.
And that one falls for Towns. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A. He just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
Now here's Conchar. And Dadier pulls it down.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Bridges passes to Brunson. Looking to end this cold spell. And the layup is good. Brunson's got 6.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Clark outside. Pass to Conchar. Jackson outside. Shot from the low post is good. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
And here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Here's Dadier. Outside Anunoby. Jacks up a 3. He buries it from 3. Anunoby's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
75-40.
Here's Morant. Not going to go that time. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Illegal screen.
And these are the guys that continue to come through from the charity stripe. Jalen Brunson, 4th.
He's not a guy you want to foul. He's so calm at the line, sinks his free throws with ease.
The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Jackson on the wing. Back to Morant. On the take. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh yeah, no, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the 3rd. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, that's how Jackson's most effective, playing aggressive around the basket.
Outside Anunoby. This one for 3. Conchar pulls it in. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the 3rd. Clark, no good.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Brunson passes to Towns. Pass to Anunoby. Here's the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 4 assists in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
78-40.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies call time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Get ready, everyone. And see yourself on the screen. And you show up for best move. Let's go. Let's see those best moves. Next drive, it's all good. We have an answer.
Let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at New York. As the season continues to ramp up, they've secured the 7th spot.
Well, right now, for New York, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Good chance here for Clark. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
New York has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the 3rd quarter. Bridges outside. Here's Daguerre. Off target from outside.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Clark, the pass to Jackson. And here's Morant outside. He drops it from range.
3 points.
Morant's got 17.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
And New York has possession. Bridges outside. New York working the ball around now. Pass to Towns. From deep. Daguerre, shot is off.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal, trying to answer back with a 3 of his own there.
Now here's Jackson. Brunson defending. Outside for Morant. Shot clock at 6. And the layup falls. Morant's got 19 points.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Pass to Towns. New York needs to get off a shot here. And an Obi for 3. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got 6 rebounds in the game. Jackson, the pass to Conchar. Now Morant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 21 points for Ja Morant.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Brunson. Banked it in off the glass.
And, you know, he might not be the biggest guard, but Brunson has a dense frame. He has no problem going through contact.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 5. Towns for 3. They get it back. Brunson. And there's 2. Work on the glass. Man off that time. Brunson's got 6 in the quarter.
That's what you call sticking with the play and converting. Jalen Brunson gets to the offensive window.
Jackson with a screen on Brunson. Kicks it out to Clark. Pass to Jackson. From downtown. And it's New York with a rebound.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1 3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Brunson passes to Towns. Towns a screen on Jackson. Back to Towns. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Towns has got 24.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. Aldama outside. Pass to Conchar. And here's Jackson. Here's Conchar. He's guarded by Bridges. Now Morant. Over Brunson. And the shot falls short that time. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Outside Anunoby. High post Towns. Brunson with it. Working on Aldama. And it's Brunson missing. Memphis is gone. Only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd.
2 minutes.
Jackson outside. Aldama outside. Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. The shot comes out. And for the Knicks, their shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Here's Dadier. Now here's Towns. And here's Bridges. Takes the three. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got rebound number 8 now. Konchar outside. Outside for Morant. To stop the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup. Morant's got 14 points here in the second half.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
Knicks leading by 23. There's 53 seconds left in the third. And Brunson, here we go. Bridges outside. And an Obi for 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He's starting to pick it up from downtown. Made just one in the first half, but he's drained 3 more since.
Now here's Clark. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Konchar, the pass to Jackson. Brunson against Morant, and he banks in the layup. Morant's got 27 points.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Outside Brunson. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Morant. Brunson with the bucket. Brunson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
And so it's the New York Knicks, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Miles McBride is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. McBride can't get it to go. The Grizzlies shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Outside Morant. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
Outside McBride, beyond the arc. Another shot. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Pass to Shamet. Outside McBride. Screen by Robinson. Goes up on the wing. A nice shot by McBride.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Steps back. Morant. Here's Prosper. York with a rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Shamet. Screen by Robinson. Brunson against Morant. Here's Shamet. Robinson passes to Brunson. Shoots over Morant. And it's Brunson missing. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Outside Morant. Pippen outside. Jackson drawing the double team. And he makes it.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Timeout, New York. And please give a big round of applause for your Knicks team.
Change here. Towns is checked in. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. And Brunson's got the ball here for New York. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Back to McBride. Towns on a screen. The 3 ball. McBride can't get it to go.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Hart. And stolen by Jackson. Pippen outside. And here's Morant. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
And it's Brunson missing. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Pass to Morant. And here's Aldama, covered by Towns. Pippen, no good. Knicks leading by 23. Hart passes to McBride. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Boy, you gotta love the determination there. He got good position and didn't take any chances. Finished right at the rim.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Morant. Soft touch off the glass. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Hart to the middle. Here's Towns, and that's off the glass and in. Towns has got 9 points now in the second half.
The problem is the defense has now allowed Karl-Anthony Towns to establish the rhythm. Now you've got to double him or get it out of his hands because he's cooking right now.
Now here's Pippen. And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, PA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, PA.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Pass to Morant. The three is up. Gets the three to fall.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Now McBride. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. So for the Knicks, Dadier, he's checked in for Hart. Anunoby comes in for McBride. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Shamet. Then for Memphis, Jackson, he's checked in for Jackson. Clark comes in for Prosper. And it's Konchar in for Pippen.
One shot.
And that one misses.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
First team foul.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Morant finds Jackson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And you can tell they're trying for high percentage looks here in the second half. A strategy they hope will help them close ground.
All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting five.
And, you know, I think I'll go with two of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Pass to Dadier. Back to Brunson from outside the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
102-78.
The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. Jackson, pass to Morant. From the right block. New York has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Brunson. That one is off. Excellent D there from Morant. Jackson with it. And Anunoby pulls it down. Outside Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Pass to Anunoby. Towns on a screen. Launches a three. And Anunoby gets the three.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Knicks lead 105.
Brunson against Morant. Clark, the pass to Morant. Driving inside. On the wing, Konchar. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Clock at 6. The 3. Memphis with a rebound. Konchar's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
With the step back, Morant. Here's Jackson, and he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Jackson's got 11 in the second half.
And just a forceful play by Jackson, clearing the glass and muscling his way to his own shot.
And the basket by Towns.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Konchar.
Knicks lead 180.
And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen. He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Here's Jackson, right through the D for the layup. 24 points for Jaren Jackson.
Oh, forget the threes, Jaren. Hammer them down low. Great possession, big fella.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Towns finds Bridges. Left side, Anunoby fires the three. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Jackson outside. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Knicks.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
Pass to Dadye. Bridges outside. For 3. Drills it from deep.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Yeah, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Aldama outside. Jackson the screen. Lets it go from deep. And Dadye pulls it down. Outside Brunson. So it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got the 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And let's reveal our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
작아지는 마음 속에 변화줬으면 해 한 송이의 평화 진흙탕 속의 연화